Hello, everybody. Fuck. When you think things are intense, they go up 1,000 levels. Just gonna wait a minute for a few people to join, but wow, this morning, just I don't know how to describe it. Crushed my nuts as a man. And I want to speak about this because I know a lot of people are going through something similar. So I ran a small business. I have an IT company. I'm an engineer by trade. With the lockdowns and stuff that happened with the V, my company was destroyed. I had no choice. My clients didn't want me in their buildings. Everybody was scared, and my business fell apart. And I know a lot of other business owners are having the same thing. Well, today, the Canada Revenue Agency, the IRS of Canada, phoned me and basically told me I haven't filed my GST, which is like a tax report or whatever with them, and that I had 10 days to do that. And the terror that showed up in my being, and not to mention a few other things that have been happening, like past relationship stuff showing up in the weirdest places and other things. But the terror, and then the dictate and the indignation, like when your business fails, you have no money to pay accountants and do all this paperwork and do all these things, and basically I'm living hand to mouth every day. A lot of people that follow me know I've lost the home that I had and been living in other people's houses and other things, and the feeling like instantly crushed me. It was just like, I'm a person that's done and followed every rule and law my entire life. I'm not some rebel without a cause. And if I had the money and my business hadn't been crushed by the very organization and government that is pushing this wouldn't be an issue. But now it was like over the top, like the Matrix went too far and basically tried to crush me and kill me and make me want to die, or tell me that I'm a bad person because I haven't done all these things that good people do. Well, there's no money to do it. All by a system that was created that's crushing our middle class people. And I just sat there like freaking out and in terror for about half an hour, just like, what am I going to do? How am I going to fix this? Blah, blah, blah. There's no money to do. And I want to do a whole bunch of paperwork and all this kind of stuff to comply, to satisfy them? So I don't know what to do. And there's a human part of me that's just like frantic and afraid inside, wants to cry right here. But there's also a heart-centered part of me that just said no more. And it got peaceful, and it just sat here in his heart and put his arms around me and said, you did the best that you could in a really fucked up world situation. And I had a long talk with God. I said, this has to be helped and done, and this is too far, and you pushed me over the edge, and it feels like literally everything has been taken. And most people will see me as a happy person, even though my home and my ability to live with my kids and all these things that really mean nothing because I have nothing. And those things don't matter, but to have a home, to have security, to know where your next meal's coming from is like the universe wants to take every bit of that from you until you're gone and you're dead and you don't want to exist. And it was so surreal to see how putrid, how disgusting what's behind all this. It's like it will suck us dry until there's nothing left. It can't continue to exist because it's rotten. It just doesn't even know that it's got all the money and got all the food and got all the power and got all this kind of stuff. All it wants is more. And that's what I call being consumed by the Matrix. The Matrix is going to implode. The reality that's been created is going to implode. And what can I do to satisfy this call and do all this stuff? I can be freaked out and go sideways, or I can just go with the flow, and I've got nothing to take. So no matter how much we want to play this game and try and do all these things and satisfy these third parties that have power that don't really even have power, to chase it, to struggle with it, to try and satisfy it is impossible. So I'm sitting here and I just have to calm and relax and go into my heart and in my chest, and there's fear there, and there's terror, like somebody's gonna come to my door and smash it down and take all my stuff and throw me onto the street. That's a lot of what this year has felt like, but I still smile. I still love. I still do these lives. I still contribute. But I question now, like, why? Like, it's time to ascend. It's time to move through this. It's time to finally make the choice as a collective, as humanity, to ascend. And that's what I got angry at God. You can't push me over this edge. You can't whatever. And I just took it as like, okay, here's what I need to do to ascend now, because I'm not welcome here. I'm not complying. I'm not doing all this stuff, and I'm not talking suicide. I'm not talking anything like this. I'm saying we have to make the leap to leave this behind and realize that it's not sustainable. And an organization that has no compassion, etc., they can look at my income records and tax returns and stuff as a person and see I've been living off the curb requirements, the money that was given out to help us. I got nothing to give anybody. So you may be facing being consumed by the Matrix right now, and you may be facing fear, and you may be facing just feeling destroyed and that you don't matter here. And that's what I've been feeling. So if you're feeling it, all I can say is it's part of the process. Keep reaching inside, don't give up, but just don't let it consume you. Because we're rising above it. We're not going to implode with it. We've made better choices. Don't let its fear, its anger, its bullshit destroy you. Choose better. Rise up. Ascend. Step out of. Do not get lost in the game, is all I can say. And I'm struggling with that one. That one's not been easy because there's so little that I find joy with here. There's so little that I want to participate in anymore because it's all demented. So I love you. I'm loving myself really hard today. Like fucking evil. And we can call it darkness, and we call it's teaching us and all this kind of stuff. I'm fucking tired of lessons. I'm fucking tired of playing the game or participating. So maybe you're feeling the same. Just know that other people are. Just rise above it and shine and breathe and trust that it's done and call it forth into reality. I choose this inverted fucking Matrix bullshit to end now and to ascend. And I choose to ascend for myself. Everybody has their ascension choice, but I will not participate in this demented game of trying to make me afraid and angry and scared and preying on past life shit. And there's only so much I can heal as a human in a lifetime. And I'm done. So I step up. I love you. I hope you'll make that choice too. And if you're feeling this, I have compassion for you because it is not fun. It was just like may as well kick me in the head and rob me of all my money when that phone call happened. And they're so polite and they're so whatever, but they're playing games and playing word games and testing if you're lying, and just fuck off. Anyways, so that inverted matrix can go fuck off, because I've learned everything I need out of it, and I hope all you have as well. So matrix is done in my reality. Thank you. I love you. Talk to you soon.